Hey guys! Hey! What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be doing this. If you don't know me, my name is Justina and welcome to my channel. I just want to give everyone a huge welcome to this channel. This is the product of faith. This channel is all things encouragement, all things Christ, and just living the life that God has called us to walk with a community, with encouragement, and yeah, I'm so excited. So for this very first video, this is going to be a little bit about my personal testimony and how I came to Christ. And it's also an encouragement for those of you who don't quite know Christ yet and who don't feel like you have a relationship with him. This video is an encouragement that you can know him and that you can have a relationship with him, no matter where you start from, no matter what your life looks like right now. And I just hope you take something useful from this video. I hope you take something encouraging from this video. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So personally, my life before Christ was actually a fever dream. Like, it feels like half of the things I cannot remember. And if I did remember, I'm like, those things did not happen for real, because what? So my journey starts my freshman year of college. I've just left the structure of my home. I've left my family. I feel like I've got a lot of freedom. And I feel like a lot of y'all can relate to the fact that when you get into college, this is like when you really begin making decisions for your own life and for yourself. So yeah, I had always grown up in the church. I had always went to church every Sunday. My family is Christian. But when I came to college, this was really when I was able to begin making actual decisions for myself, right? I could choose to not go to church if I didn't want to, although I always did because that's just how I grew up. But I remember most of the time before I really truly chose to give my life to Christ, anytime I would hear people talk about Christ or openly love on God, openly speak about their relationship with Christ and how devoted they were to him, I just always felt really weird around that. I felt like it was such a taboo thing to go around proclaiming your love for God or proclaiming how devoted you are to him. As much as I grew up in the church, I just felt like there was no need to actually just do all that. It felt a little extra to me. Obviously, I'm not that way now, but that's how I was feeling about people who would openly express their love for God. And I feel like that was a conviction to me because I didn't have that relationship with God. I just kind of went to him when I needed stuff. I knew that he was there, but I never had a personal relationship with him. So to see other people openly speaking about their love for God and openly speaking about their relationship with God, to me, it was just like, why do you need to do that, you know? And that's one of the things about knowing about God and actually knowing him, because I knew a lot of the things that there were to know about God. I knew who he was. I knew the kinds of things that he could do, but I had never experienced any of it for myself. So it never sunk into my heart. I had a knowledge of God. I had a knowledge of who he was. I had a knowledge of what he's done for other people. I had a knowledge of a lot of things that had to do with the word and who God was, but I didn't know him. I didn't have a personal relationship with Jesus. I couldn't tell you the first thing about having a significant relationship with the Lord because I didn't have that. So as I went through my freshman year, my sophomore year, and some of my junior year, I was kind of just living life. I was going to God when I needed certain things from him. So many things were happening in my life that now when I look back on it, it was God trying to get my attention. It was him putting certain things together and even taking certain things away so that my attention would go back to him. But each and every time, I relied on myself to get through it. I didn't really believe that in the mess that I was making, God still wanted me. It was almost like every bad thing I did, I was just leaving a trail of bad things behind me. And I was like, Lord, there's no way that you want me as somebody who has done this, been here, said this, hung around with these people. Like, there's no way that you want me after doing all these things. But apparently he did. And I just kind of want to sit in this because sometimes when you're crying out to the Lord, asking why this and why that and why me, and certain things are going wrong in your life, certain people are leaving your life, it's because he's trying to get your attention. He needs your attention for what's going on right now. There's something that you are doing that he's trying to get you to stop. There's something that you're saying that he's trying to get you to stop. There's something that you aren't doing that he's trying to get you to do. He just needs your attention. And sometimes when things are going well for us, myself included, I'm also guilty. Sometimes when things are going well for us, our gaze is not on him. Our eyes aren't fixed on him. We're not remembering the fact that he is still Lord over our lives, even when things are going good. So if you feel like that resonates with you and God is just simply trying to get your attention, give him that attention so that he can show you what is going on, so that he can help you through whatever it is that you're going through. Our God is all-knowing and all-powerful. So if he is trying to get your attention on something, there's a reason for it. Don't ignore it. We cannot see what's going on in the spirit. We cannot see the beginning from the end. We only know what's going on right here, right now, and we can hope to plan for the future. We can hope to plan for the things that we want, but he is the one who actually knows what is going on. He's the one who actually knows the behind the scenes stuff, and he knows how things are going to play out. So you just have to trust him. Okay, so back to the story, right? So my junior year, spring semester of my junior year, I was feeling really convicted about the job that I was working. I was feeling really convicted about the fact that I wasn't spending a lot of time in church. I wasn't serving as much as I used to. Things were just looking very crooked and looking very wrong in my life. And so after having a conversation with one of my friends, I truly felt the Lord just wrap his arms around me and speak over me how much he really wanted me to turn back to him. So I had some friends pray over me that night, and I promise y'all, my life has never been the same since that moment. I used to go through it, and I still go through it in life. Becoming a Christian and becoming a follower of Jesus does not mean that you're not going to go through it in life. In fact, you're probably going to end up having some of the worst moments of your life after turning to Christ. But even in those moments, I have something now that I never had then, which was a strong foundation and a firm faith in the one who is controlling my life. Let me tell y'all something. When I was in the world and before I really fully put my faith in Christ, I was very much, and still kind of am now, but I'm working on it, but I was very much a planner, a do-it-for-myself type of person. I'm a first-generation immigrant. I am I'm a firstborn daughter. I'm a firstborn daughter of an African family. I mean, like, that right there tells you how much of a type A person I am. And so I always felt like I had to have control over my life. And I felt God convicting me of the control that I wanted to have over my life. But it wasn't until I really, truly devoted my life to him that I began to understand that I don't know everything that there is to know in this life. I don't know, like I said in the beginning from the end. I don't know a lot of things in this life. All I can do is try my best for things to go my way. And a lot of the times it doesn't. But after I began to put my faith in Jesus, I understood that I don't have to worry anymore because I am now giving my life to somebody who does know the beginning from the end. I'm giving my life to somebody who does have the control and the power to change hearts and to change minds. I let go of the struggle that I was having in my life to take control, and I had to learn how to let it go in different areas of my life. But the more I let go, the more I began to feel actually firm and I began to feel steady, and that I wasn't going to fall every 5 seconds. I I don't feel as shaky in my life because I know that I've committed it to somebody who has already planned my entire life out, to somebody who knew me before I was even formed in my mother's womb. So there's no need for me to worry. As long as I do the things that he's called me to do, as long as I walk in obedience, I know that everything that he's spoken over my life is going to come to pass. When I was in the world, I didn't understand that I wasn't the one who spoke over my life. I wasn't the one who could control different factors of my life. Guys, as much as we think we have control over the things that we're doing in our lives, it is still the power of God at work in our lives. If you don't believe in Christ and you think that everything that you're doing right now is a result of your own decisions and is a result of your own actions, think again. Think again. I dare you to restructure your mind and to really think about the things that have happened in your life. There are no coincidences in your life. There are no such thing as things that just happen by chance in your life. It is the Lord who is orchestrating every single portion of your life. So for those of you who know God and know Jesus, but you don't feel like you actually have a relationship with him, you don't feel like you actually have a deep relationship with him, I really truly encourage you to go deeper with him. Whatever he's doing to try to get your attention, listen to him and turn your eyes back to him. All you need to do is get into a place with the Lord and just talk to him. Just be honest with him. Just tell him, Lord, I see what you're doing. I see that you're trying to get my attention. What is it that you need me to know? What is it that you need me to understand? Because one thing about a relationship with the Lord that I've learned is he's not just worried about the spiritual aspect of your life. He's worried about your entire life as a whole, your family, your education, your business, your job, everything about your life. He is concerned about it. Living righteously is not just God telling you to stop doing this and stop doing that and taking this away from you and taking that away from you. It's him working all things together for your good so that you can live a whole life. Everything that he tells us to do and anything that he tells us not to do, it comes from a place of love. The Bible reminds us that God is not a God who lies. He knows no sin and he can do no sin. He can do no wrong. He is holy. So that means he's not telling you anything that would put you at risk of doing something wrong or doing something bad. He is the standard of goodness. He is the standard of what is good. So everything that he tells us to do and anything that he tells us not to do, it's purely out of love and it's for our protection. So I'm going to leave y'all with this verse to dwell and meditate on. I want you to use it to pray the Lord's word back to him because that's something that he absolutely loves. When you have the word in your heart, you meditate on it and you use it to pray back to him. That's how you pray according to God's will. Ask him for deeper understanding about his word and about your life in general because he's willing to answer if you just ask and you give him time to respond. So ask him for guidance, ask him for wisdom about the things that you need to do, and just be honest with him. Just be plain honest, y'all. Our relationship with the Lord relies and depends on our honesty. And so, yeah, just ask for guidance and just watch how the Lord blesses you and moves in your life when you give him space and you give him the opportunity to do what he needs to do. So that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you stuck around to the end, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I hope that this video really resonated with you and you were able to take something away from it. And that's just the whole purpose of our testimonies. It's for other people to learn and other people to be encouraged by it. So I hope you gained all those things, and I pray over you that the Lord would guide you in every situation that you're going through right now, anything that's going on in your life, that the Lord would give you wisdom on how to move about it, and that he would just continue to bless you the more that you look to him and put your faith in him. Bye.